Good morning, everyone. So I thought that I would give you guys a really quick view of what we have going on in the garden this morning. I am actually coming out. I videoed the garden tour at a different time, but I'm actually coming out right now to harvest some of the lettuce that I talked about. And then my daughter is coming out here to harvest some of the greens that we have in the garden. So I am super excited about what the garden has going on right now. It has been a very productive spring garden, and I will say that I was a little worried about planting things earlier than I normally would, but it seems like that works. Now, of course, I would not plant out tomatoes, peppers, basils, different things like that just yet, but especially my cooler weather crops, this has really been probably the best time for them so far. So I got most of those things out end of February. Now, I will say that it took a little bit more time for them to kind of look like they were going to do well, but I'm really excited about them. You can see my green stalks over here, and I'll show you guys a little bit of that and my puppy. But we're going to come out and just do some harvesting. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tour. All right, so a quick tour of the green stalks. Now you'll see that some of our strawberries just aren't doing great. However, we have some that seem to be pulling through. We had some really crazy weather, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But I did give them a feeding yesterday, so hopefully we'll see them bounce back. If not, you know, it happens. But anyway, everything seems to be doing pretty good. In the green stalks, I did go ahead and pull one of the strawberries out that just didn't look like it was going to do anything. And I put a purple cabbage in there. So yeah, here's our green stalk with mostly greens and all the things. Got some radishes up there coming in really well. We got lots of lettuce. I'm loving seeing the lettuce kind of, you know, filling in. It looks great. Some kale, some collards. Got a celery plant over here. More lettuce, spinach, onions, chive. Well, these are chives, not onions, but I did put some bunching onions in here somewhere. More chives. Oh, there's bunching onions. Y'all, I don't know how to plant bunching onions. Maybe I should have put a whole lot in there, but I just feel like I wasted a pocket, but we'll see. So yeah, radishes are coming in really well. I did some carrots as well. And they're coming up pretty well too. So anyway, yesterday was my first day giving my green stalks a feeding. So hopefully that will give them kind of a boost after all of the crazy weather that we've had. So you can see them and my puppy, Rover. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the bunny rabbits are under our shed because he's been going back there quite often. But aren't they looking pretty? I really think I need one more, y'all. Really think I need one more. All right, so coming over here to the garden beds, we've got some lettuce. I really need to get out here and start harvesting some lettuce because I have quite a bit. Now, I thought that this was spinach. I actually got these seeds from the co-op, and I'm thinking maybe I just labeled them wrong. So, got a kale plant over here. Got some kohlrabi here. And it is starting to bulb up, if you can see that. This lettuce I planted back here, and y'all, you can see how it literally looked like it was not going to make it. And then because we had so much rain and different things, but it's actually getting some new life, and so I'm going to let it stay there. We've got some Bilko cabbage here. This is my first time growing it. I did put some in my green stalk, and it seems to be doing well. I have quite a bit of it still inside under grow lights, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start hardening that off as well as the kale that I have. because I'd like to really see if I can get some harvest off of these things. So got some lettuce kind of scattered throughout. This is actually where my dog came through and ran through right after I planted seeds. So it's just kind of scattered, and some spinach. Those seeds kind of did what they wanted to do. Here's some more strawberries. Again, I just don't know what's happening with my strawberries. I'm hoping that maybe I can go and get some more strawberry plants. It may be too late, but maybe they'll bounce back. I fed those yesterday as well. All right, more strawberries over here. Same thing. We've still got green leaves, so I'm not going to pull them. I'm just going to kind of see how they go. But as you can see, this bed, I've planted some peas out here yesterday. And then we just have kale all down this side. I think I may need to come in and put some fish fertilizer down in some of the beds. But yeah. Hey, puppy. Hey. Hey, Rover. Can you say hello for our friends? He wants mama's cuddles. Sweet boy. It's my baby boy. All right, so in this bed, I have Swiss chard, kale, spinach behind it, but we have been harvesting like basically every other day from this bed, from the Swiss chard and the kale. So I typically love to eat my greens, just baby greens. So I'm not really worried if they get huge or not, because we like to harvest and eat them fresh. So back here we did peas. Now I did peas in this bed last year. I don't know how they're gonna do. I know that you're supposed to kind of change up the planting, but I don't know if that's for peas. But they are definitely coming in really well. These are peas that I want to say from a burpee seed, maybe. And then the peas that I planted up here just yesterday. And then in my other L-shaped bed in the front, they are, I think, a couple of different peas that I got from Emma Gardner. So got some parsley growing in over here, some celery. I do plan to come out here and plant some more things to fill these up. I have quite a bit more things inside that I need to fill them up. I really want this bed to look like this bed. So this is kale. Haven't done a lot of harvesting off of that, but the rest of this bed, I think, well, I have some spinach in here, but these are collard greens, I believe. And that is from last year in the fall. Maybe mustard or maybe collard. I don't know, y'all. They're greens. I just kind of pick them and eat them. But this bed, this one actually started going to seed, so I just kind of chopped that off, and I'm going to see if it regrows or anything. But anyway, over here in this bed, the reason I haven't put anything, well, the reason this end looks kind of bare is because these are actually carrots. So if you can look closely, I have carrots coming up. So they have germinated. I am so excited to see these carrot greens. So really excited about that. But yes, it looks bare right now, but pretty soon it will fill in. Again, that's some celery over there, and then I'm gonna put some other things there. Now, yesterday we came out and we planted a few of the starts that I had on my porch. Over here, I believe I have some collards, and then over here I have cabbage. So those are looking pretty good. So we'll just kind of see how those go. Back here, I haven't planted anything. This bed is going to have to be weeded again. I come out and kind of get the rake and go through it, but the weeds from the seeds from these trees just, it's a never-ending task, y'all. It's crazy. Sorry, spider webs all over the place. All right, so over here we came out and planted yesterday. I planted some lettuce here. some all seasons cabbage my daughter threw in here, and then some cauliflower that I actually forgot I started, some tatsoi. So everything seems to be looking pretty good in this bed. I will come out and plant some other things in here. These are new beds, so I'm not really sure how, like my 4x4 beds. So I didn't plant a ton in them just yet, but hopefully we can get some growth there. But yes, our kale down here. We got some snapdragons on the end of the bed. And then we'll head over here to the other side. We've got some chives here. Do you guys pull off your chive flowers? I've seen some people actually put chive flowers in vinegar or oil, maybe. Anyway, if you got some ideas, let me know. And I'm actually looking at this. Something has been chewing on these, but I'm gonna kind of push this into here to see if we can get it to grow, you know, some more arms or whatever. Bok choy, this got really beat up with the rains and things that we had. This choy did too, but they've got green leaves coming, so I'm gonna let them do their thing. This is sweet baby bunch broccoli. I've never grown that, so I want to see how that goes. And then planted peas all throughout here, because this is where I have, you know, T-posts in to be able to put my cattle panels. So anyway, just planted this sweet stem broccoli. That's from my local nursery. Got some kale over there. And then in this bed, I am loving it. My onions are looking great. Some of them are looking like they're getting bigger. So hopefully this year I'll actually get onions. That is the hope. Got a, well, this was purple choy or something, and it has gotten basically eaten up. So just gonna see what it does. You know, sometimes, or in the past, I used to be really quick to just pull things up when they didn't look good, but I've learned that sometimes things can make a comeback. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, so we'll see. Anyway, this is just some cabbage, some green cabbage over here, lots of lettuce, and then I have more lettuce coming in here. This, on this side, I have radishes. Those are daikon radishes. Then I got some turnips over here. So a little slow on the growth with my turnips. So I don't know. Anyway, so we've got some broccoli over here and more onions, shallots, and some purple cabbage. So everything is really looking pretty good. This is my first year to really get things in the garden as early as I did. And you know, with that, because we've had kind of cooler temperatures and different things like that, it just may take a little bit of time for things to really, you know, produce. I'm not really sure because, like I said, I've never really put things in the ground this early, but I definitely have a lot more to put in the ground. So I'm planning to just kind of get that in the ground as well this week. So this bed, everything in this bed was looking really, really sad for a while. This is another one of those new beds that I wanted to try out, but things are starting to kind of take shape. We've got some kale over here. I think those are broccoli or something. I don't really know. Broccoli down here. Got some celery over there. Little bitty lettuce, some chives, and some more snapdragons. So same thing over here. Ooh, this broccoli is going. Look at this, y'all. Now, it does look like it's separating, so I'm going to watch that. But yay, we may have some more broccoli soon. Anyway, this was either a daffodil or something that just didn't really bloom. Got some more kale. We have a volunteer carrot right there. Some pansies that I planted. Oh, I wanted to check I had some volunteer tomatoes. Now, I knew I was going to have volunteer tomatoes all throughout this bed because, yeah, crazy amount of tomatoes that fell. And I wondered if they survived all of our cooler temps. And it looks like some of them did. Let's see. I had some more somewhere. Oh, like there's a bunch of them over there. There's one down there. I don't know if you can see that. But definitely gonna let them grow if they grow. Because why not? Rover. Yeah, he's felt like something was on him. Anyway, all right, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the garden and where it is right now. Definitely looking to put some more things in the ground. I have more lettuce. What else do I have? More cabbage, more kale. Really wanted to grow a lot of greens this year. That seems to be one thing that we eat a whole lot of that we just don't have, because I don't plant enough of it. So hopefully this year we're able to get quite a bit. So this is the first tour of the spring garden and I'm super excited. So this is what happens when the weather is crazy and you have plants hardening off. Some of them make it and some of them just do not. I do have this lettuce that I'll probably go ahead and put in the ground today just to see how it does. And then I have some broccoli, I think, back here that I'll go ahead and put in the ground. A lot of what I had down here, I did go ahead and put that in the ground yesterday, me and my daughter. But I think this lettuce may be okay too. I don't know about this. I'm going to put the ones that don't look terrible in the ground and just see. I mean, you know, it's just the year of figuring things out and seeing what may or may not bounce back. This is a strawberry plant that I took out of my Greenstalk, but it still has green to it. So I think I'm going to put that in one of the grow bags and just see how that does in the grow bag. So I still need to plant out blueberries, different things. There's just a couple of more things that I need to go ahead and pop in the ground. And so, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But anyway, have a great day, friends. All right, friends. So as with always, thank you so much for spending some time in the garden with me. We have many, many more tours coming up. But yeah, I'll bring you guys out really soon for some more planting with me. But again, thanks for being here. And if you like this type of content, please go ahead and consider giving this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And until next time, friends, bye y'all.